Yes, I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. But the truth is, I just didn't have much to show you for the past couple of months, especially January, because that is school holidays in Australia. So I just had the kids here, so you can't really do much. February and mainly March at the moment has been rebranding. As you can see, I'm in my studio and I thought it was a good fit to be opening up my new studio and also come up with a new name. Now, it was a big decision. Hidden Button Workshops has been with me since I was at uni. So coming up with a new name, a new look, something that will be helpful for everyone to understand, because a lot of people were getting confused with Hidden Button, which I do as well. And I was kind of a bit sick of explaining it to everyone what it actually meant. So Clay in the Shed is my new workshop, Hunter Valley Pottery, where I'm located now. And this is what I've been working on. I also wanted to step back from YouTube just for a bit, just with videos. Again, I didn't have much to show you as well, but I also just wanted to break from that side of my social media and work more on my other side of social media, which is my Instagram and Facebook pages, because a lot of my followers on there are locals and other people have attended my workshop. So I really wanted to put a lot of time and effort making reels and photos that were suitable for Instagram and Facebook, and has been really, really helpful because I've been getting a lot of people commenting and interested in running workshops here, hosting, booking in for group events like hens parties and corporate events, which has been really great. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months. But I am back in my studio and I do have some things to show you. Not a lot of clay work, but a lot of yard work that we've been doing. In April, we have an exclusive opening to local businesses that have helped out build our studio, close friends that have supported me along the way, and just, family and members, just to have a little get together here and just invite other people, the community, local people, to see what we've been working on at the moment. So most of March has been mainly my husband in the yard sorting out our parking, because that was probably the last thing I left off with, sorting out all the parking, but I'll show you what we've been getting up to lately. And also some of my NDIS workshops that I've been doing. I haven't been doing any workshops. I took January and February off. I didn't run a single workshop except my NDIS workshops. It was through the week, twice a week. My first official workshop back was on Saturday, and we did a platter and bowl making workshop. So I'll show you some of the things that we did. Let me take you on an adventure outside and show you what we've been up to so far. Our latest installment that we did to my studio are these beautiful festoon lights. They cast off a lot of light, so I'm hoping we don't need another spotlight out here, and really helpful for when people go up and down the stairs. But they look really lovely, and you can see that our vines have been going crazy this summer, and I can't wait till they kind of go all the way over. We've got another one here, and we're hoping all of this is going to be covered one day in a couple of years for these beautiful vines. Also gives some natural shade as well. We also put some more up here to kind of match what we've done up here. Got some lighting up there as well. So I'll match there and then down here. You can also see that we installed our pool fence. Another thing on the list is getting nice plants in there. But it's nice to have a little bit of privacy. Did that in January in school holidays. Now you can see over here, Phil has installed some beautiful rail sleepers for a nice little edging, little boarding, help him for mowing as well. And we've got magnolias going really good. Next step is like a garden bed along here with a nice little metal framing. Don't think I'll put any other plants in there. The magnolias are going to look really good once they're big. And we also moved our fence from at the front. This isn't permanently what it's done, but this is what we're doing so far. So we're going to move our fence in line here. So you can see that Phil has installed the post there and over there for the potential gate. This is just temporary at the moment. So we move that back, and then I'll show you what we've been doing at the front of the house as well. Now at the front of the house, we have planted some crepe myrtles. So where these plants are that we've got now, that's where our fence was. These are one of my favourite plants. I love it. They have a beautiful white flower on them. This will be all a garden bed eventually as well, with some more plants. And we've ordered some nice trimming, metal trimming, to match the sleepers that we've got here. Now the parking is almost sorted out. We've done all the gravel, that's all ready to go. And we've got some nice timber sleepers here that are potentially going to be where people are parking. So each timber plank will be a parking spot. But we're thinking we're going to put them on an angle because we think straightforward, it's going to be a little bit hard to reverse. So we're trying to sort all this parking out by our launch date, make it a little bit easier for everyone that's coming. Our post that I mentioned before for our gate that's going to go on. And then we'll have a gate over on the other side of our house as well, because obviously we've got a dog and some chickens, but that's what people will be walking down to. Going to pretty this up a little bit more. Once those plants and those trees are just grown, it's just going to look so relaxing, inviting at the moment, because it's all just fresh. Still sorting out how it's going to look. Wish you could just snap your fingers and go, yep, 5 years, that's what it's going to look like. Especially those vines, now that they're growing, it looks so beautiful. My girls planted these in January and they're going crazy. Beautiful flowers. I've had the pleasure of running 2 NDIS workshops for the past 12 weeks. I've just finished up one and I've got one more week left. So majority of the stuff have been fired and glazed. What a lovely group. Even the helpers, they've been so inviting. They love making stuff. Majority of them can't make things. It's the helpers, but it's also just getting together as a group, socializing, you know, talking. It's a lot of like hand motor skills and just getting together, talking and making little things here and there, and something for the helpers as well, for them to kind of keep a bit sane. But I've got a couple more to glaze and fire. A couple of things over here. I've been working on some platter ideas, not the octopus. Some platter ideas for some new workshops. These are for more intermediate advanced because they're quite big. Just working with clay, learning how to work with clay and the thickness. And on Saturday, these are all the platters that they all made from a hen's party. That was really nice to kind of get back into things, and the group was really lovely. And I've also been making some mugs and learning how to do some more handle pulling, which has been really fun. Some of them haven't been working out, but I've been practicing. Little roses from my, again, NDIS workshops, and they made some little birdies. So these little birdies, I've got another workshop on the weekend, and they have specifically asked, it's a hen's party again, to make birds, hanging birds. So they'll make a set of them, 2 to 3 little birds, so they can hang up on their wall. And that's this weekend as well, just out here in the Hunter Valley at a different location. So probably a month ago, I ordered some black mid-fire clay. Now, I've never worked with black clay before, and I was curious about it. I haven't heard great things about this clay. Again, I only get from one source, is Keen Ceramics. So I was excited to give it a go. So I made a couple of mugs. They were great when they bisqued. Very, very nice. But then once I glazed them, wasn't quite happy with them. I have done a couple of videos and reels on Instagram about my unsuccessfulness of these mugs, but overall, I do want to try making some more because I do like how they've turned out, the color especially. So this is the black, but glaze ran so much, especially around the handle, and then they got stuck on the shelf. But I love the color that it's done. This is my Wonder White glaze, so my recipe that I've put on top of the black. But I'm gonna have to do some tweaking and figure out why it ran so much, and especially around the handle. It did the same on this one, but it got stuck really bad. So it like actually tore it up really bad, like it was really sharp right there. Cut really bad into it, and again, just pulled, and I stopped the glaze like a little bit higher. So it does run a little bit, but as I've never seen it run that much before. So I had to do some tweaking, some research on what happened there. This is probably the only one that kind of turned out, but you really lost the pattern. So there's actually a pattern underneath there, and the glaze just hit it. So I'm gonna have some fun making some more. I apologise I don't have much more to show you. Again, just having the time off has been really nice and refreshing, but also it's been really good to get back into it, because it just feels like my weekends have just been jam-packed full of sitting at the computer, which I hate. Also, not being able to get in here and make my own stuff. So I did make some little things. I'm also planning on doing some more challenges. I don't know if you've been following along on my March challenge that I've been doing for the last 2 years. Obviously, I'm a bit behind in the March ones just because I've been trying to get this up and running, but I do have some plans after April. The Great Pottery Throwdown is one of my favorite binge watching shows ever. I'm thinking of doing something along the line of the Great Pottery Throwdown, maybe the Shed Throwdown. So stay tuned, because I'm hoping to do some ideas, something around those lines, because it's one of my favorite shows, probably after April. I've got some good ideas. Time to get my hands dirty again.